Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And here we are on the last suite of Polygondwanaland. It cracks me up how many people are like, I wouldn't say going at it, but just commenting back and forth about how to pronounce this record. Polygondwanaland. I don't know. That's how I will probably forever say it. Unless I hear one of the actual members say it and then practice that, that's how I'll pronounce the record. The last suite was fantastic. I really do dig Loyalty a lot. I think Loyalty might be my favorite track off this album so far. We do have the last three to go with. So, let's dive on in. I really do like the acoustic lines in this. I'm telling you, I could sell this album to my dad as well. I think the last suite my brother might be interested in, but I feel like this whole album I could sell to my dad. He cracks me up because I'll get with him. We only get to hang out so often a year now, but when we get together, we just kind of spitball music at one another. And he's such an old school blues head and like Rye Cooter, and I can't remember some of the other ones. But I think it now I'm gonna get him next time with Polygondwanaland. I couldn't sell Petro to him. I could not sell Murder of the Universe. Mike could sell Nonagon, but I think Polygondwanaland, that will be the one. He'll be like, oh okay, I like that song. I love the harmony trick in this too. I feel like that's been peppered a lot in this album, or it's peppered a lot in King Gizzard stuff. Is having one sing the main melody and one sing the undertone of it as they're going about the song. That's a cool little trick. I'm trying to think off the top of my head how many other bands I've ever really got into that kind of did that as well. Can't think of none at this moment in time. Maybe in the future, but King Giz. Besides Alice in Chains, of course. Get that drum roll. bottle rocket noise. There we go. Get the harmonica. I'm telling you, that right there alone, my dad's gonna be like, "What the hell? Yeah, finally you listen to some good music, boy." I never would have thought. I don't know if I said it in the last one, but I never would have thought that I'd be like, "Yo, somebody playing the flute in a rock song is fucking hard ass." Old Jethro Tull, but I couldn't tell you. I know the name Jethro Tull, and I know about them snubbing Metallica at the award ceremony or whatever, but I could not tell you one track from Jethro Tull. I probably know it if I heard it, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, that's Jethro Tull," but I just know about the fact that he plays the flute, and so every time I hear that, that's what I fucking think of. This is, now I'll think of King Giz though, because just from that one live video that I have watched, Stu was playing it, so I'm assuming Stu's the one that always plays it. Once again, that's the cool thing about doing this is y'all let me know in the comments and give me some trivia and all that. Alright. So, that was a cool little build up.
Adobe just pinged me. They want you to do an ad for Acrobat.
An ad? I'm not gonna just hawk product.
So that was a cool little build up. Not topping Sweet 2 yet though. Oh, that Sweet 2's vibe. And just, I don't know, that kind of, that groove just will always click with me. I was actually listening while I was taking a shower this morning, getting all prettied up for the camera. I was going through Petro Dragonic again, and Witchcraft on that album. Witchcraft on that album is so good. I still think Witchcraft and Gila Monster are my favorite two from Petro. I don't know what it is about those two tracks. They just hit just fucking right. But let's continue on with Sweet 3. Is that one of them like steel drums that actually has melody on them? Or melody on them? I just saw one the other day out and about. Like, it's a round oval steel drum. It's got like grooves cut into the top of it. And like, depending on where you're tapping it at, it actually has a key, has a note. That's pretty cool. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the desert, struggling to get to the oasis. Water. Water. that groove, the percussiveness, the just the soundscape of this so far. Just fucking right. Damn. I kind of wish this wasn't one of the shorter ones. So I think Searching can give Loyalty a run for its money on this record. So far, this is fucking cool. I love the swells and everything. Like, just the attack on both sides of the headphones just puts me in it's a trance, man. It's a fucking trance right there. Crazy sounds. So y'all have mentioned to me that the King Giz guys do their own mixing and mastering. If I'm reading the comments right. Polygondwanaland. They have done some really cool stuff with this record. I love the pans. Like when I my first bit of experience with actually like working with a DAW and trying to do mixing and mastering myself. I wish I need to take like a class and see the actual finer tunes, because it wasn't until the past recent years that I started working with actual people that know what the fuck they're doing. And them explaining like, yo, certain frequencies, that's basically what mixing and mastering is you go in and there's certain frequencies you got to either push or take out, because the ears, the human ears, yeah, but your ears will hear certain things, and it's not like you can actually say, yo, that's a bagpipe or that's this or that's that, but it's something like that will either hurt or enhance and stuff like that. And so if the guys are doing their own mixing and mastering, I think they did a badass job on Polygondwanaland. I'm not gonna say it's like the best mix or master I've ever heard, but it works so well. But I remember like having certain guitar lines I would pan all the way to the left, pan this way and all that, and I think how they've done it for this record is pretty damn cool. Like nothing's overpowering. Yeah, like that delay from the right to left right there.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Papa John's new garlic.
How do you
apple
make
stuffed
Twisted
crust
Metal
pizza.
into a
It's pizza
TV show?
inspired by our biggest fans.
I would have never thought that. I would have never thought Twisted Metal could ever become a TV show. But either way, yeah, like I love how the album is panned a lot. The two drummer thing panning is the most unique to me. I'm sitting there thinking off the top of my head. I don't know. I know some others. I'll be getting into them from my actual list that I have. Some other people were talking about how the OCs have two drummers and they do some really cool, crazy shit. I'm excited to get to check them out and everything. But yeah, like the panning in this record. It's basically, I'll repeat myself a million times. But let's check out. This is the last song of the album. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I love this riff. Okay. Okay. Nice little change up right there. I was sitting there, honestly. I was like, damn, they're going back to that fucking tempo. That's their go-to tempo. That same tempo that's in Murder and Nonagon, I swear, just from what albums I've dived into, and I know they have a lot, but I feel like that's their go-to natural tempo. And I think every band has that. Like, really, if you dive into any one band that has a big discography, you'll notice that there's a certain tempo that they kind of naturally fall back to. One good example of one of my favorite bands, Periphery. I love the band Periphery. The instrumentation of Periphery is top notch, but they do have a couple of go-to tempos that they rely on a lot. Metallica, Megadeth. I mean, I don't think there isn't a band you couldn't name that has that if they have more than one or two albums. Really, if they have like three albums you could just sit there and listen to in a whole day setting, you'll be like, damn, man, there's a particular tempo that they hit a lot. And I feel like that first 50 seconds of this one, that's King Gizzard's. Love that cymbal though. Yeah. Dig the ebb and flow of this track so far. Like, I don't want people to think I'm talking shit about that tempo. It might come off like that. Really, I have nothing truly negative to talk about King Giz, but I do get burnt on that tempo. I can fully admit that. Like, I get a little burn on it. But to me, the fourth color so far is showcasing like how to bounce back and forth. Really, I think a great example of a band that's just killer at doing their tempo changes. Well, there's a few that off the top of my head, but they do like I was saying earlier, they do have like a natural tempo that they kind of hit a lot, but they're also great at changing. Is Gojira. Gojira's drummer, Mario Duplantier. I hope I'm saying his name right. Holy shit! There's one song in particular. If you've never listened to Gojira, there's one song. I think it's a bonus track off of L'Enfant Sauvage. Maybe I might be getting my album titles and names and all that shit wrong, but do know the track title is called My Last Creation. That song to me has some of the best fucking tempo changes. They're just so good. And then another band that's really good with it is Textures. Haken, Between the Buried and Me, like just all these crazy good tempo changes. And I guess that's what spoiled me. those are the bands that I listen to a lot of myself in my personal time, and those bands have spoiled me on how good they can, like, 1 minute they're and the next that's how you describe it. That's the best way to describe it. Nobody else here on YouTube has ever described tempo better than that. But yeah, I like what they're doing with the fourth color. I am a bit biased. I had I can't remember the handle. I feel bad, but somebody did tell me I'm biased towards the progressive metal music. And I am. I fucking love progressive music. Doesn't have to be metal. I want subtle change ups. I want a central theme, and I want nice ebb and flow of change ups through the song and stuff like that. And so the fourth color is doing exactly what I hoped it would do.
Present for thee, many fingers, many minds, and many eyeballs pop at my feet. I walk the streets, only supreme and see all that has been, all that will be, that I is free. I am nobody, tetrachromacy.
That little riff. Call me crazy, man, but the fourth color has a lot of, like, I'm hearing it in my right side, but the cymbal work, I'll definitely just have to keep diving through this record backwards and forwards, but the cymbal work on the fourth color is a lot. It's really cool. Or it's more prominent. And then you got all the rolls too. Do they perform this album with one drummer now? I'm curious to see how that works. Just listening to the way the cymbal work was going there and then the drum rolling that was on the left. Kind of like an octopus playing the drums. I know it could be done though. I've seen some crazy drummers be able to do shit like that. Just fucking insane drum. There's so many insanely talented musicians out there. Now I feel like I'm in Blade Runner. See, this is where you would have your talking spoken word shit. Here in the studio of Riff the Rock, he sits here and listens to King Gizzard, determining whether or not this album is a tin horn album or not. Okay, hell yeah. Okay. I've been bragging on that mix and master. But for the drums right here, when everything started kicking in, it sounds like it's blowing out the speaker a little bit. Reminds me, thinks of Queens of the Stone Age with this one. Hell yeah. Feedback. Okay. That is the end of Polygondwanaland. That was really good. I bet I would assume when they play this, if this is a closer of a live set, they go fucking ham right there at the ass end. Probably put another 2 to 3 minutes of just jamming on it, maybe. At least I would do that. Polygondwanaland. Oh, me. This, to me, is a 10 out of 10 album. This would crack my top 20 albums for sure. And like I was saying in the last video, to me, Petro Draconic is here. Polygondwanaland is here too. So I don't know if you want to call that a S tier album, A tier album. I don't really go into the lettering, but I get the same feeling from Polygondwanaland as I did Petro, where I'm like, yo, that's going into the library, and definitely going to be just rocking that for a while and analyzing it and drawing influence from it. So this album truly earns the title of a Metalhead Envy, because I'm like, fuck, I wish I could write something like this. How do I write something like this in my own style? I do think I have to give it to Sweet 2. Overall, I think Sweet 2 clicked with me a little bit more. And what's funny is I've been listening on the album, I've been listening up to the end of Sweet 2, and now I'll be able to listen to the whole album, no breaks, no stops, all the way through. But Crumbling Castle, to me, kind of is like the black sheep of the album. I don't know why. Maybe if I started saying that Crumbling Castle is its own suite, and then there's the next and the next and the next. But when I say black sheep, I don't mean it as Crumbling Castle sucks. That song is very fucking good. It's just, to me, it doesn't. The actual title, Polygondwanaland, feels like the starting of the album to me. I don't know why. Maybe some others feel the same, or maybe I'm just fucking crazy. Crumbling Castle to me feels like its own single. Like if it was released as a single before Polygondwanaland was released and wasn't on this album, I feel like that would be a better placement for it. I can't explain any better as to why. It's just because the next track feels like the starting of the record to me. But I think I've got to give it to the two standouts just from listening to it in this type of setting, Loyalty and Searching. Those two songs really hit home for me, and just, I guess when I hear a song that really puts me back into my seat, and then I have to sit here and actually like get the hamster to run about 10 miles an hour faster for me to want to pause and actually say something, that's when a track is like, oh shit. So damn, that shit is hitting home. But yeah, I'm excited to dive into another King Gizzard record. Yeah, We're going to be doing King Gizzard for a while here on my channel. I'm thinking, I really was feeling, if I could get to this son of a bitch, I really was feeling doing, if I could pull their albums up. Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. Holy shit, this is 7 songs, and it's 1 hour and 4 minutes long. How long are these fucking tracks, bro? I really was feeling that one. There is Omnium Gatherum, which that's a good one too. Hell yeah. There is that's 1 hour and 20 minutes. Fuck yes, I love long records. So glad people today still put out long ass records. There's the KG LW. There's Butterfly 3. Is it Butterfly 3000? Because there's a Butterfly 3001 right there. There's a Butterfly 3000 Ocular Edition. Infest the Rat's Nets. I know I'm doing that one for sure. Looking at their full discography, holy shit, man, there is Flying Microtonal Banana, I'm Your Mind Fuzz, Quarters, Oddments, Float Along, 12-Bar Brews, Willoughby's Beach, Eyes Like the Sky. They have a lot of shit. I have yet to see anybody talk about Chunky Shrapnel, but that's one hell of an album cover and a name. Oh, so this looks like a live. This looks like mostly live stuff. Okay, no, that's why nobody's talked about Chunky Shrapnel. But yeah, I don't know. The Ice, Death, Planet, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava, that album cover looks so fucking crazy. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do next. I did have a few people that were like, no, man, don't go to that one. You're going to fucking hate it because it's a lot of jammy, repetitive stuff. And I feel like I might have come across as I really don't like jammy, repetitive stuff, which... if it's done right, it's done right. There is sometimes when to me I don't feel like it's done right, and that's just my opinion. Like, I think King Giz has reached a status for me that it's gonna be really hard for them to really do wrong for me. There's just gonna be stuff that I'm more into, and other tracks of theirs that I'm less into. There's not one song I can sit here and say that I've heard from King Giz that I think is terrible. Like, none of them are terrible, just different. And that's the crazy cool thing about music, is it's so opinionated, and it brings us all together. And when people are cool, you're not an asshole about having differing opinions and everything. Now, there is some people that are not as chill, and if you don't like what they like, then you're fucking scum of the earth and gatekeeping, or whatever the fuck, however the fuck they call it nowadays. I don't understand it, but yeah, I'm excited to do another record. Y'all leave me a comment, and I'm gonna whittle it down, because that's the funny thing, is every time I've asked for y'all to leave me a comment choosing the next record that I do, y'all leave me like 20 different records. So I'm going to say, I'm going to let y'all vote again, but keep it between Ice, Death, Planet, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. So that's choice A, and then Omnium Gatherum. That's choice B. So those are the two. Those are the two that's up on the block. And y'all vote for it again, but only between those two. If I could make any sense. If I could talk this morning. Let me get some go-go juice. But Polygondwanaland was fucking fantastic. I'm so excited to see. I've been waiting to showcase this to the RTs because I didn't want to play it and she be like, "Oh yeah, I like this record," and I have to stop it because I'm like, "Yo, this is up to where I haven't listened to, and I can't listen to it before I do it on camera." So now I'm over with it. I get to ride around, chill with her, and play this record. I feel like I'm gonna be able to sell King Gizzard to her with this album. But yeah, per usual, y'all are a fantastic fan base, and I really do appreciate y'all taking the time to check out my channel, come hang out with me, and ride along with my journey through King Gizzard. If this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're only here for the King Giz stuff, if you go to the Metalhead Envies playlist, you'll see all the others I've done. If you have a song suggestion that's not King Gizzard, swing over to the community tab and you'll scroll down. Right now I'm on round 3 of the Metalhead Envy. I'm on round 3. Leave me a suggestion on that community post, please. Do have other cool stuff going on the channel. I'm always trying to grow and be full-time at YouTube. It's a dream of mine. It's a long shot, but if I don't put in the work, then I know for sure it will never happen. I can't think of nothing else cool to say. So stay positive, stay rocking. I'll catch y'all in the next one.